Is this Obama's fault or Bush's? No. This shit has been going on in varying degrees since man first crawled out from that shit heap at the dawn of civilization. But now we all know it. Twitter, Facebook, the internet, information, connectivity, instant info. We know it as it happens. 24-hour opinion on cable. Not news. Partisan blowhards, breathlessly expounding on their political views. Obama is a socialist, a Kenyan, a fascist, a racist. He hates America. Bush is an idiot, a fascist, a warmonger, a racist, a dupe. Meanwhile, some Somali jumps off a roof and kills himself, and it's our fault. Oh, what could have been done? We should have known, should have done something. Why? It's all about empire. Most of our foreign policy problems result from empire. Not because we goad people into attacking us, but because that's what a portion of the world population does. We weren't responsible for 9/11. Extreme Islamic terrorists were responsible. The empire puts us in the crosshairs of these extremists. It would be fine if the rest of the world respected us, supported us, paid their fair share of the benefits of freedom. But do you think the French, the Italians, the Canadians, the Nigerians, the Japanese, anyone will ever pony up? Not as long as we're willing to go it alone. And we are willing. The damn Russians are marching into Ukraine. Where are the Poles? They're right next door. Quiet. They have much more to lose than us, and we're supposed to do what? Sanctions, tough talk, threats, coalitions, airstrikes, boots on the ground. Christ almighty, back up. That's not our fight. Terrorism is our fight. It's our fight because those sand pounders in Saudi Arabia, Egypt, and Afghanistan flew airplanes into the towers and the Pentagon, with another on its way to the White House or the Capitol building, until the passengers of that airplane mutinied and drove the plane into the ground. That's our fight. All right, more music. I'll be back. This is Egan. All right, still having a little technical difficulty here trying to figure out what I'm doing, but I'll get there. All right, so we're talking about foreign policy, terrorism. We're talking about Bush, Obama, Libya. We're all over the road, it seems. But I was reading the newspaper earlier, and usually I read the Post, the New York Post, because I'm semi-retarded. But today I also read the Times, and I also read Reason magazine. I surf the net for libertarian, conservative, and liberal viewpoints. But in the Times today, the lead story said the president will order 475 troops to Iraq as advisors to assist the Iraqis in the war with ISIS. And he will also authorize airstrikes in Iraq and Syria as a result of his speech last night on national television, which I did not see. Now, in a Times editorial, I read, quote, Mr. Obama says the aim now is to retake ISIS-controlled territory in Iraq and to degrade and ultimately destroy it wherever it operates, including in its strongholds in Syria. And that boils down to our foreign policy against terrorists, pretty much. No plan after the initial battles. None. More dead, more screaming headlines, more partisanship, bickering, posturing. Nothing more. Now, I know the more extreme views on Obama. You know, he's a coward, he hates America, wants to take it on the chin and lose the war on terror. You know, this is horseshit. The same horseshit, different authors, different agenda had that Bush knew 9/11 was going to happen and looked the other way. Or even better, the best one of them all was that Darth Vader, Dick Cheney, was the pilot of the lead plane that smashed into the towers. As far as I know, he survived that crash. That's just crazy. You know, we need to take a breath and step back a bit. Look logically at this. If we get into every battle these terrorists instigate, if we respond every time a bomb goes off, we've lost. Now, Obama, he's the drone king. He's killed more terrorists with drones than Bush could even count. Get those babies airborne and get these killers from the air. I believe it's a serious mistake to send these Americans into Iraq. It's a Band-Aid on a gunshot wound. Pull them out. Pull them all out, absent a declaration of war. And drone them. If it's as serious a threat as the White House says, put your money where your mouth is. Pull the military out of the Middle East. Put them on the borders. Action instead. If you blow something up in the name of jihad, if you behead, maim, kill Americans, if you threaten, hijack, or intimidate America with this, the UN, Russia, Panama, they have nothing to offer here. It's our existence we're talking about. We don't need permission for that. There are too many people with special agendas screaming for their right to be heard. Okay, I'll buy that. But what about the nation? What about all of us? Regardless of politics. Whatever happened to the grand experiment of America? All men are created equal, with equal protection under the law and the God-given right to the pursuit of happiness, freedom of speech, religion. The Constitution in its entirety is one of the greatest documents ever written. What about that? You know, we can't say, well, we have a problem in Iraq, so I'm going to send some troops over there without a declaration because that little shabby haberdasher from Missouri, Harry Truman, had the War Powers Act passed because he was too sissified to ask the Senate for a declaration of war against North Korea. That war was right because he knew the citizenry wouldn't go for it. We had just spent 4 years in a declared war. And that war was right. And Korea wasn't. But we still lost thousands dead, maimed, driven crazy by the hell of war. You know, broken men, broken families. What about that? It was the commies. Fuck the commies. Then we had Vietnam, same thing, no declaration because that jug-eared socialist Lyndon Johnson was going to prove a point. We ain't losing to the commies. Nixon too. Fuck the commies. Now it's the terrorists. So who's next? What? Illegal aliens? What are they, from Mars? Illegal aliens. Fuck the terrorists. Some more horse shit. It really is. Courtesy of the hard right. And the hard left is no better, but that's another show. That's it. Goodbye. Good luck. And Tommy Dudley, an old friend of mine, Blues Buddha. That'll take us out of here.
In the morning, best you can do is pull the covers over your head. Can't roll over there, try to disappear. You're gonna have to face all the things you said. In the morning light, you know that fun just wasn't right. The reflection is always the same. And here I go again. Here I go again. Here I go again. Here I go again. Here I go again.